Jordan Miles was 18 years old when he was stopped by the police in 2010 on his own street and severely beaten.
I was leaving my mother's house, which is located right down the street, about 4 houses down, and I was walking to my grandmother's house, which is located not even a full block away.
The three white officers who stopped Miles said they thought he had a gun. A jury ruled last year that they falsely arrested Miles, but that the officers did not use excessive force. Still, Miles suffered serious injuries that night.
I was hurt throughout my entire body. It was a pain that I've never felt before. I couldn't move a finger. I couldn't walk straight. My legs was wobbling. I couldn't feel my face. I had a massive, massive headache.
Citizens took to the streets to demonstrate for justice for Miles in Pittsburgh, while similar protests took place in Ferguson, Missouri, New York City, and nationwide against the use of excessive police force against African Americans. In the wake of the Rodney King beating, Congress gave the Justice Department the ability to oversee troubled city police departments. Pittsburgh was one of the first in 1997. But over the last 20 years, the city learned how difficult it is to permanently repair the relationship between police and the public. Pittsburgh Mayor Bill Peduto worked for the city council when the Justice Department intervened.
I've actually seen the process starting, ending, and then falling apart.
Over a 5-year period, the feds in the city addressed excessive use of force, false arrests, and other issues, and performance improved for a while.
With an outside force basically saying this is how you have to do it, and the will not being there, grudgingly, Pittsburgh moved forward. But when that chief left and a new chief came in, there was an immediate draw to move away from the reforms that were put into place.
And the Bureau also suffered from major corruption. Last year, former Chief Nate Harper went to prison for conspiracy, tax evasion, and stealing city funds. Law enforcement expert David Harris said without vigilance, the Justice Department's reforms are just temporary.
It may be the case that there's a department that simply doesn't have the political will behind it to change, or perhaps there are actors in the department who do not want to change.
Now Peduto and the new police chief, Cameron McClay, are trying to build that desire for change from within the Bureau. They're putting officers on neighborhood beats and helping them get to know members of the community.
My goal is for people in each neighborhood to know at least a few of us within the Police Bureau by name. Okay? I want you to know me and how to get a hold of me if things aren't going well.
They're coming up with new standards for officer recruitment and arrests, and will equip all of their officers with body cameras this year.
As far as my case, if there had been body cameras present, I would believe that people, the jurors, the judge, they would all be able to see what really happened that night.
Along with new equipment and protocols, Harris says the police will need the community's trust.
Police have to have the support and the appreciation of their citizens to do their very difficult job. Citizens have to have the help of the police to make their streets safe and to help them when the chips are down.
Stephanie Condon, CBS News.